What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you how to easily find keywords for KDP. So welcome back to Stacking Profit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going to share with you how to easily find keywords for KDP. And if you stick around till the end of the video, we're going to go more in depth about keywords so you can really get an understanding of how they work. Now, the tool that we are going to be using for finding extra keywords is from Self-Publishing Titans. Now, if you want to get to Self-Publishing Titans, you can get here by going to selfpublishingtitans.com. Now, what you want to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom to this tool just here. Now, I previously did a video about these two tools, I think a couple of weeks ago. What I'll do is link them or link that video right there in the right hand corner so you can go through and watch, and so you can get a better understanding on how to use these extensions. Now, the one that we want is this one just here. Now, for some reason this link isn't going directly to it. I'm going to have to say to Corvin about that. So for this instance, what you want to do is just highlight the Amazon Keywords Suggestion Expander, right click and then go to search Google for Amazon Keyword Suggestion Expander. Then what it's going to do is pull up this. We want to scroll down to the bottom just to here, and then we want this second one just here, which in fact is this Chrome extension. Then you can add it to your browser, to your Google Chrome. Now, once this is installed, this is what you can use to find extra keywords. As we can see just here, this is what it does. So let's go over to Amazon. Once you've installed it, you want it turned on. So I have it up here in the right hand corner. Let's just make sure that's turned on. Right here we have a little switch or a little button where we can turn it on and off. It's currently on, so let me explain to you how you can easily use this tool to find extra keywords. Then, like I said, nearer the end of the video, I'm going to talk a lot more about keywords and indexing and how that all works, because that's information that you should really know. Because once you have an understanding on how the keywords work, you can actually find better keywords for your book. Now, from here, all you need to do is type in your main keyword or your main niche. For this instance, let's type in colouring book. Now, I'm not going to go really into depth on how to use this tool because it's pretty self-explanatory. We can see that it pulls up all keywords, primary Amazon suggestion keywords just here. So I've typed in colouring book, then we have the primary Amazon suggestions. Then we have keywords before and additional Amazon suggestions. So right here, just with this tool alone, you can find lots of keywords for your books. You can find long tail keywords, which are just here, like colouring book for kids ages 4 to 8. This is a long tail keyword. And you can also find single keywords. So single keywords would be like boys, animals, girls, flowers. These are individual single keywords that you can also use in your books. Now, like I said, nearer the end of the video, that's what we're going to talk about. Single keywords, long tail keywords, and what I reckon is the best way to go about it. And I'm going to explain why. But right here, we typed in colouring book, and now we have all these different keywords. I can go through these, try and find the relevant ones to my book, and then use them in my back office. Now, when it comes to keywords, if we go over to here, when it comes to keywords, your title, so let's scroll up, your title and subtitle hold the most weight. So that's where you're going to want your long tail keyword, the one that you want to target and try and rank for, in your title and or your subtitle. After that, the keywords, your back-end keywords, hold the most weight. And here, it does not really matter. Well, this is coming from personal experience. it does not really matter whether you put long tail keywords in here or single keywords. Now again, I'm going to speak more about that in a second, so stay tuned. Now back over here on Amazon, using this keyword we can find lots of great keywords. Ideally, you'd want to know your book type and then the niche that you're trying to create that book around. For this instance, we've typed in colouring book. Let's go for something really popular. Let's just type in animal colouring book. Now a top tip, when there's lots of keywords like this, that tends to mean that there's a lot more traffic. So the more popular a niche is, the more keywords you will find. If a niche isn't very popular, you're going to find it harder to find keywords. All it takes is just a little bit more digging. Now what I've typed in is animal colouring book. We can see animal colouring book for kids 8 to 12, long tail keyword. We have animal colouring book for teens. So depending on what demographic you're creating the book for will depend on who you target. If I'm creating an animal colouring book for adults, then I'm not going to use the keywords kids, teens and toddlers and things like that. Remember, you want to use highly targeted keywords to your book. So if I were to create an adult animal colouring book, I'm not going to target toddlers, kids, 8 to 12, 4 to 8 and things like that. I'm only going to target adult related keywords. Now for animal colouring book, we can see lots of different keywords. They're mainly demographics, so we have 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 2 to 4, we have toddlers, kids. But look at all these long tail keywords. Oh, what happened there? Let's do that again. There we go. So these long tail keywords, you can also use them in your back office. Right here, you can have long tail keywords. Top tip, there's no need to repeat keywords. So if you have a keyword up here in your title or subtitle, then you're not going to need that keyword here. So for colouring books, if we go back to here, we can see animal colouring book for adults, no bleed. Animal colouring books for kids, ages 4 to 8, 3 to 8. There's no need to repeat keywords. Now that's going to bring me on to my second point, and that's all about keywords just here. The long tail or the short tail, single keywords. You can use a mixture of both. We can use this AMS suggestion expander, or the SPT's expander, sorry. And we can find all these related keywords. But what I would do is take the long tail keyword that I want to target. I'm going to have that in my title or my subtitle up here. And then in my back-end keywords, I go with single keywords. So if we go back over to here, if I were to create an animal colouring book for kids, I could take kids, 8 to 12, 4 to 8, 3 to 8, maybe toddler, boys, girls, and I can have them as single keywords just here. Now, why single keywords or why long tail keywords doesn't really matter which one you choose, because Amazon indexes every single keyword that you have here in your back end office, whether it's a long tail keyword or just a single keyword. From my personal opinion, it really doesn't matter. Now why is that? Because people are going to find your books through multiple different keywords, not just the one you target. So right here, I've pulled up a colouring book. We can see kids colouring books. That's a little bit of a weird title. Kids colouring books, animal colouring book. Yep, that is a really weird title. But with this book, people are going to find this book through multiple different keywords. Someone might search an animal colouring book. Someone might search an animal colouring book for kids. Someone might search an animal colouring book ages 3 to 8. Or someone might search colouring book for kids, animals. There's hundreds of different ways that people are going to find your books. So it doesn't really matter here if they're single keywords or long tail keywords, because they all get indexed. Now let me show you an example of this. What I've gone ahead and done is just pulled up the book just here with its ASIN, or its ISBN. I think this is its ASIN. But what I've gone ahead and done is just put that in the search bar, clicked enter. We know that this ASIN is connected to this book because it's pulled it up just here. Now let's think of a word which isn't connected to this book. Cake. So let's type in cake. Now this is a good tip that you can do, because if you type in the ASIN of any of your book and then type in any keywords next to it, if that keyword is indexed with this ASIN, the book should show up down below. So this keyword, cake, should not be associated with this book, which means now that if I click enter, it should not show up again, because cake is not indexed for this book. So if we look down here, we can see a few different products, excuse me, but that book is not there. Now, if we go back up to the top to here, if we take away cake and go back to here, let's have a look at a keyword which should be indexed, and that should be animal. So now let's go back to here. We've taken away the cake, and now I'm going to put animal. Now I'm going to click enter. So let's just give that a second. Okay, so we have a few sponsored products just here. Are they sponsored? No, they're not. Are they? I think they are. Anyway, let's scroll down. We can see that it should be here. Right at the bottom, there it is. So this has come up because we've put the ASIN. If we hover over this, we can see the ASIN just here, the ISBN. We've taken the ISBN, we've plugged that into the search bar, and then we've put a keyword that we know that is going to be ranked for. And this keyword, animal, is indexed with this because it's shown up. So like I just showed you, we did cake. Nothing showed up because cake is not indexed with this book. Now, if we go back over to here and scroll down, let's just open the keywords within Helium 10 for a second. This is going to take a few minutes to load up. This is a paid tool. If you ever want to check out Helium 10, we always have an offer down in the description below, just in case you want to go through and check it out. Now let's just give this a second to do its thing, because it's going to pull up all of the keywords related to this book. Now there we go. We can see organic keywords. There's 4,258 keywords associated and indexed with this book. Now if we scroll down, we're going to get to the point that I was trying to make. We can see this is where it's ranked. All organic ranks 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But if we look here, they're all variations of the same type of keywords. Right here we have kids, colouring books, animals. Right here we have colouring book, kids, animals. Colouring book, children, colouring books, kids, animals. We can see a lot of the same keywords, just different variations. Again, because people are going to find your books through multiple different keywords, not just the keywords that you target. So when it comes to filling out your back-end keywords just here, you can do long tail keywords. You're still going to rank for that and get indexed, or you can just do single keywords. Single keywords are a lot easier to find because you can just put them in. For an adult, for a colouring book, or an animal colouring book for adults or kids, specifically kids, you can put kids, toddlers, depending on the age demographic of that book. Then you could do that 8 to 12, like 8 to 12, and you can do everything just with individual keywords, because remember, no matter what keyword you put here, I put toodlers there and not toddlers, no matter what keywords you put here, Amazon will index them for your books. And remember, people are going to find your books through multiple different keywords, not just that long tail keyword that you target. So again, using the AMS suggestion expander, no it's not, this is SPT's free Chrome extension. Let's go back to here for a second. This is the huge Amazon search suggestion expander by SPT, but using this you can find all those extra keywords, long tail keywords, single keywords to use in your back end office, that's the wrong one, here within your books. And if you ever want to see if your book is indexed for any type of keyword that you're trying to index for, simply come over to Amazon. Let's go back to this one. put in your ASIN or your ISBN 10 number just here, and then put the keyword that you want to see if you're indexed for right next to it, click enter, and if you're indexed for it, it will bring up your book, as we can see just here. And if your book is not indexed for that keyword, then it just won't show up. So go ahead, come over, try this huge Amazon search suggestion expander. You can use it to find lots of different keywords. Just type in your main keyword or niche specific keywords here in the search bar, and then it will just pull up every related keyword. Then you can go through them, see if there's any long tail keywords that you like, or just take all the single keywords from here and then add them to your back end keywords. Because remember, no matter what keywords you have here, whether they're long tail or single keywords, Amazon's still going to index them and associate them with your book. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.